Step 2, communication, guys. One of the main problems in relationships and the number one reason for relationships not working is a lack of communication. You have to communicate with your mate, and in communicating, I don't mean, oh, we just speak during the day and hi, how you doing? It's more so going deep, expressing how you feel, letting your mate know, what your mind's thinking. If you don't know something, ask. Too many times we expect our mate just to know, and we presume, ladies, we are good for this, oh, he should just know, or I'm going to see if he figures it out. Sometimes you're wasting time when all you had to do was ask or explain, and then that whole conflict, that whole situation is eliminated because now you've asked a question and hopefully you're going to get your answer.
We're communicating as well, especially from a guy's point of view. It's always good for us to learn how to communicate with our female partner, because if you don't communicate with them, then that's when it becomes very chaotic. As men, we have this role of we're macho, we have too much pride, it's our manhood, we can't be seen to be weak. But let me explain something to you. In order to build a solid relationship, you have to communicate. It can be something so silly, but it's always good to get it off your chest, because one thing that people don't realize is when you hold stuff within, it consumes you. And when it consumes you, someone can say the smallest little thing that'll trigger you off, and then now it's like, oh my God. So one thing that I want you to understand is it's always good to communicate with your partner, because when you communicate, then everybody has an understanding of how each individual feels about whatever situation that you're talking about.
And let me just say too that communication has to be open. And what I mean by open is both parties should feel like they can come to the table with something and they're not going to be judged or dismissed over it. Because if it's important to your mate, it should be important to you. You don't always have to agree. You can agree to disagree. But the point is that person has been heard. And a lot of times the communication breakdown and resentment builds because people just don't feel like they're being heard or being respected, or their opinions are being taken into account. So it's time to start communicating.
So when you communicate with your partner, you have to let them know your wants, your needs. You have to respect their wants and needs, and you move forward together. Because if there's no mutual agreement, then that's when the relationship starts to break down.
I know people who have been together for 10, 15, 20 years, but have never really communicated. And I can't imagine you living with somebody who you really don't know the things you need to know about them, their desires, their wants, their needs, because you're always consumed with what you want. Guess what? When you're in a relationship, it's about two people, not just you. And regarding that communication, that leads us to step 3, which is vulnerability. We'll be back.